Welcome to G Fun Facts Online. Let us dive directly into the biggest technological shift of our time. Think back to the year 2023. That year was defined by the chatbot, a digital oracle that could answer questions, draft emails, and write poetry, provided a human was there to prompt it. It was fascinating, but it was entirely passive. Now, as we navigate through 2026, the artificial intelligence landscape has undergone a profound structural shift. We have moved entirely past the era of passive, generative assistance and entered the true age of agentic artificial intelligence. AI is no longer just a tool we use. It is a digital workforce that acts alongside us. Agentic AI represents systems that do not merely generate text or images. Instead, they can understand complex goals, formulate multi-step plans, execute actions across various software environments, and dynamically course-correct when they encounter obstacles. This transition from assistive outputs to autonomous outcomes is giving rise to fully autonomous digital ecosystems. These are interconnected webs of multi-agent systems that negotiate, transact, and optimize business processes at machine speed. For business leaders, developers, and technologists, the rise of agentic AI is the most significant technological paradigm shift since the advent of cloud computing. Today, we are going to completely unpack the mechanics of agentic AI, the explosion of multi-agent digital ecosystems, the real-world applications transforming industries today, and the critical guardrails required to harness this unprecedented power safely. To truly understand the agentic economy, we must first dissect what makes a system agentic in the first place. Traditional generative AI operates in a simple transactional loop. A human prompts, the AI generates, and the human acts on that generation. Agentic AI, however, operates on continuous perception reasoning action loops, often referred to as PRA loops. An AI agent is typically built upon four foundational pillars. The first pillar is the cognitive engine, or the brain. At the core of an agent is a powerful large language model, or foundation model. However, instead of just generating conversational text, the model is prompted and fine-tuned to act as a reasoning engine. It breaks down complex, ambiguous goals, like building a full-stack social media app or optimizing cloud infrastructure costs, into sequential, actionable steps. The second pillar is persistent memory. While traditional chatbots suffer from complete amnesia the moment a browser session ends, agentic systems utilize sophisticated memory architectures. This includes short-term memory, which handles in-context learning for the current task, and long-term semantic memory, powered by advanced vector databases. This long-term memory allows the agent to recall past interactions, enterprise rules, and historical successes or failures, effectively learning and adapting over time, just like a seasoned human employee. The third pillar is tool use and actuation, which we can think of as the hands of the AI. An agent's true power lies in its ability to interact with the external world. Through complex API integrations, agents can browse the web, execute code, query SQL databases, send emails, trigger Slack messages, and even process payments. By 2026, leading software vendors have natively embedded these capabilities, allowing agents to manipulate enterprise software like customer relationship managers, enterprise resource planning systems, and IT networks just as a human operator would. The fourth, and perhaps most revolutionary pillar, is self-reflection and error correction. A defining feature of agentic AI is its ability to evaluate its own work. If an agent writes a piece of code and the compiler throws an error, the agent does not just give up and wait for a human prompt. It reads the error log, understands the mistake, rewrites the code, and tests it again. This iterative loop continues automatically until the overarching goal is achieved. This drastically reduces the need for human handholding and fundamentally changes how work gets done. But while a single AI agent is incredibly powerful, the defining architectural trend of 2025 and 2026 is the multi-agent system. As problems scale in complexity, relying on a single omnipotent agent becomes inefficient, costly, and highly prone to AI hallucinations. Instead, the tech industry has fully embraced modular agent ecosystems. These are teams of highly specialized AI agents working perfectly in concert. In a multi-agent architecture, tasks are handled through an orchestrator-worker paradigm. A lead agent or planner interfaces with the human user, understands the broad objective, and then delegates subtasks to specialized worker agents. Imagine a deep research workflow. The orchestrator does not execute the search itself. Instead, it dynamically spawns dozens of parallel sub-agents. One agent might meticulously scour academic journals, another analyzes real-time financial data, and a third synthesizes the findings into a highly cohesive report. According to research by leading AI labs, multi-agent systems have demonstrated over 90% performance improvements compared to single-agent systems in complex reasoning and execution benchmarks. This domain specialization perfectly mirrors human organizational structures. By assigning agents to specific narrow domains, enterprises massively reduce the risk of errors and ensure that each component of a workflow is handled by an expert system. This modularity also allows organizations to build scalable ecosystems without being locked into a single monolithic framework. As these multi-agent systems proliferate, they are giving birth to autonomous digital ecosystems. We are actively shifting from the API economy, where software talks to software via rigid, human-coded rules, to the agent economy, where AI agents negotiate, collaborate, and transact with other AI agents dynamically and on the fly. By 2026, cross-app execution has completely normalized. Agents can carry out tasks across diverse functions under a single verified machine identity. Consider the modern global supply chain as a prime example. A retailer's inventory agent notices a forecasted spike in demand for a specific product based on real-time weather data and viral social media trends. This agent autonomously contacts the supplier's procurement agent to negotiate a bulk order at the best possible price. A logistics agent is then instantly looped in to secure optimal shipping routes based on current global transit conditions. Finally, financial agents reconcile the invoices and execute the payment under predefined spend limits and strict audit trails. All of this machine-to-machine, agent-to-agent communication happens entirely in the background, continuously optimizing the business without any human bottlenecking. Analysts project that by 2030, agent-run transactions will become thoroughly mainstream, integrating machine identities deeply into global payment ecosystems. This shift from assistive AI to autonomous agentic execution is reshaping the very fabric of enterprise operations across every sector imaginable. Let us look at software development and IT operations. The role of the full-stack developer has radically evolved. Rather than writing tedious boilerplate code, developers in 2026 act as grand architects and reviewers, leveraging multi-agent systems to build complete applications from the ground up. When tasked with building a complex platform, a developer simply defines the parameters and business logic. The agentic system then spins up a UI refactor agent to generate pixel-perfect, accessible interfaces, a database tuning agent to structure the backend efficiently, a security audit agent to actively check for vulnerabilities, and a deployment agent to handle cloud provisioning and SSL setups. What once took a full team of engineers weeks to accomplish can now be executed by a single developer alongside an agentic system in a matter of days. In IT operations, agentic AI is enabling true self-healing infrastructure. In massive, globally distributed cloud environments, AI agents continuously monitor millions of signals, accelerate the diagnosis of server anomalies, recommend remediation, and within controlled, predefined scenarios, execute those fixes automatically. This has dramatically reduced overnight firefighting for IT leaders, fundamentally shifting their focus to proactive scaling and innovation. Another massive transformation is occurring in cloud cost optimization and FinOps. Cloud environments have historically grown notoriously complex and incredibly expensive. Agentic AI has shifted cloud cost optimization from mere visibility to active autonomous execution. Systems now employ specialized AI agents that continuously analyze cloud usage data in real time. Instead of simply generating a dashboard showing wasted spend for a human to review, these agents actively rebalance computing resources, intelligently enforce governance policies, and safely terminate idle instances autonomously, ensuring strict cost discipline as enterprises scale rapidly. Customer service and marketing orchestration have also been completely revolutionized. Customer support is currently one of the most mature battlegrounds for agentic AI. The days of frustrating rigid decision tree chatbots that trap you in endless loops are over. Today, highly dynamic multi-agent ecosystems handle complex inbound inquiries. When a furious customer emails a complaint, an intent agent immediately extracts the core issue and sentiment. A retrieval agent instantly pulls the relevant company policies and the customer's complete history. Then, a resolution agent processes a refund or schedules a physical service call directly in the back-end systems. The system only escalates the issue to a human supervisor when the sentiment or complexity breaches a certain high threshold. In finance, procurement, and healthcare, the transformations are equally staggering. In financial services, agentic systems collaboratively monitor global market trends, detect highly sophisticated and subtle fraud patterns, and execute high-speed trading strategies that adapt to breaking news in milliseconds. In the public sector and consumer goods industries, agentic procurement is streamlining massive operations as specialized sourcing, compliance, and negotiation agents work together to seamlessly evaluate suppliers and optimize cost efficiency worldwide. Meanwhile, in healthcare and the life sciences, agentic AI is effectively revolutionizing administrative burdens and accelerating clinical research. AI agents are serving as highly accurate medical coders, patient schedulers, and autonomous literature synthesizers. This allows medical professionals to finally focus entirely on human-to-human patient care, rather than drowning in back-end paperwork. But integrating all this agentic AI is forcing a fundamental rethink of software economics and traditional business models. The traditional software-as-a-service model, where companies pay a flat per-seat, per-month subscription for access to a software tool, is rapidly giving way to outcome-based pricing. Because AI agents are actually executing tasks rather than just facilitating them, vendors are beginning to charge based on the actual work completed. You do not pay for access to an AI nurse or an AI quality assurance tester. Instead, you pay for the exact number of successful patient schedules coordinated or the number of specific software bugs autonomously patched. This brilliantly aligns the cost of technology directly with the tangible business value it creates. However, the operational reality of the agentic shift comes with distinct economic constraints that leaders must understand. Multi-agent systems are incredibly compute-intensive. Extensive research shows that multi-agent systems can consume up to 15 times more computing tokens than standard chatbot interactions. This massive increase in computing power is due to the continuous planning, self-reflection, and constant inter-agent communication required to execute complex tasks. Consequently, enterprises must exercise strict cost discipline. Deploying a vast multi-agent system is only economically viable for high-value tasks, where the return on investment clearly justifies the highly elevated compute costs. The prospect of all this autonomous digital labor inevitably raises intense questions about the future of human employment. Will agentic AI replace workers entirely? The emerging consensus across the industry in 2026 is no AI will not replace human workers en masse. However, workers who effectively orchestrate AI agents will rapidly and permanently replace those who refuse to adapt. We are witnessing an unprecedented acceleration of workforce transformation. The very nature of work is elevating. Because agentic AI eagerly absorbs repetitive, time-sensitive, and data-heavy execution tasks, human employees are being freed to focus on what machines still profoundly struggle with. This includes complex relationship building, highly strategic innovation, empathetic leadership, and nuanced ethical oversight. The skill set required for the modern knowledge worker has shifted drastically from mere execution to sophisticated governance. Workers must now learn how to provide crystal-clear strategic parameters, design robust workflow blueprints, and effectively supervise vast swarms of digital laborers. Naturally, the immense opportunity of agentic AI is matched only by its massive inherent risks. As industry experts frequently note, autonomy without discipline is simply chaos at scale. Giving an artificial intelligence the ability to independently click buttons, spend real money, and permanently alter enterprise databases introduces massive security and compliance vectors that never existed before. To navigate this dangerous territory, successful enterprises in 2026 have established incredibly strict human-in-the-loop operating models. While agents are granted the autonomy to draft plans, analyze data, and prepare actions, critical and high-stakes decisions remain entirely in human hands. Finalizing a major financial transaction, pushing new source code to a live production environment, or altering core cybersecurity protocols still explicitly requires human authorization. Furthermore, Preparing any business for agentic AI requires a pristine, perfectly organized data foundation. AI agents are only as reliable and accurate as the data they perceive and ingest. Organizations are heavily investing in clean, consistent, and well-governed data infrastructures. This is completely necessary to prevent agents from taking autonomous actions based on AI hallucinations or dangerously outdated information. Security frameworks have also profoundly evolved to monitor and track machine identities. AI agents are assigned incredibly strict operational boundaries, such as hard spending limits or highly restricted database access, to categorically prevent runaway scenarios where an agent consumes endless resources. Comprehensive audit trails are meticulously maintained by the system, ensuring that every single action an agent takes can be transparently traced, logically explained, and immediately reversed if absolutely necessary. As we look toward the horizon of 2026 and far beyond, the next breathtaking frontier for agentic AI is its direct integration into the physical world around us. The advanced principles of agentic reasoning are currently merging with cutting-edge robotics. From autonomous diagnostic imaging hardware dynamically adjusting in modern hospitals, to sophisticated warehouse robots that can physically adapt to constantly changing supply chain dynamics on the fly, agentic AI is actively stepping out of the cloud and into our physical reality. The shift toward agentic artificial intelligence is not some distant sci-fi fantasy. It is the concrete operational reality of today. By successfully transforming AI from a passive conversationalist into an active, autonomous coworker, we are unlocking unprecedented levels of productivity and human innovation. Enterprises that eagerly embrace multi-agent orchestration, strictly enforce rigorous governance, and empower their human workforce to collaborate seamlessly with digital ecosystems will secure a compounding competitive advantage for decades to come. The agentic age has well and truly arrived. It is time for all of us to build, orchestrate, and lead in this incredible new era. Thank you for tuning in to G Fun Facts Online.